Welcome back to GearCheckGames. This is episode 2 of our Pokemon Gold for the Game Boy Color playthrough.
Or the Game Boy Pocket, if you prefer. This was actually technically a black cartridge with Game Boy Color support.
So you could play it on Game Boy Pocket or like OG Game Boy, because they both have the same like processing power.
Yeah, you want a really weird experience? Play this on the Super Game Boy, because basically what they do there, the battles and like all of the like portrait style sprites for the characters look the same as they do on Game Boy Color, but the overworld looks like it's basically what they did in like Red, Blue, and Yellow, where like the palette changes every time you go to a different town or route.
Oh yeah,
but it's all like monochrome. It's weird.
Yeah, Red and Blue was really weird with that. It was a nice feature. And didn't they like touch it up for Yellow a bit to make each?
Yeah, I think the color palette was a little more varied in Yellow.
They were like experimenting. Oh yeah, this is our old buddy question mark that kicked us around in New Barktown.
And his banger of a theme tune.
God, it really is. It's a shame we won't be hearing it though, because our boy Totodile is center stage.
Oh my god!
And listen, anytime he's on screen, you just need to break out the mixtapes, man.
Trey, the DMCA's, the copyright claims.
Yeah, see, this is how we avoid them.
Wait, no, we're not going to get DMCA. They don't do that for this.
Wait, is it just going to get louder?
No.
I don't know what you're talking about, Ethan.
It's perfect. It's the perfect volume.
Oh no, he's using his eye beam from his mouth.
Oh, what did they call him in, what is it? Twitch Plays Pokemon Gen 2?
Gator?
Laser Gator?
I think it was Laser Gator.
Laser Gator.
Yeah, I need to like go on the wiki and look up how that one was won, because I broke off like by the time they got to like the first gym in Gen 2, just because I was like, all right, I'm burned out on Twitch Plays Pokemon.
My name is
Yeah, we get to name that surly red-haired gentleman.
Yeah, they handled that a little bit more elegantly in the remake, where he drops his trainer card, and that's how it's explained that you know what his name is. I mean, it's okay. Yeah. I say elegantly. It's Pokemon storytelling, so there's an inherent amount of clumsiness to it, but like, at least it's not like here where you for all intents and purposes, you're just basically making up a name for this guy.
Yeah.
He drops his trainer card and you pick it up, and you think it'll be a funny prank to scribble out his name and give him a new one. He's like, no, my name is now legally Butt Sniffer.
So this is one of the first things I'll talk about the manga, and it won't be the last either, because that manga's hella good.
Yeah.
How creative.
That's what it said.
I'm gonna give him his canon name from the manga. This guy,
Sliver.
When Gold meets him, Silver does steal Totodile from Professor Elm, so he's going after him, because he also think that he stole like a bag full of Pokemon that Trainer Joey was taken to Professor Oak's lab, because apparently Trainer Joey is also like his errand boy. It's not explained well.
See, the nice thing about kids is you don't have to pay them, right, Professor Elm?
Yeah, they're cheap. Well, that's like the joke of that.
There are no child labor laws in Johto, I guess.
Yeah.
Or
that's
anywhere
like
in the Pokemon world. Let us not forget, Oak put you in charge of completing the Pokedex in the first game, which involves fighting and catching Mewtwo, so that's cool, I guess.
Yeah, Professor Elm, since he gets both
It's okay, Mewtwo doesn't kill people, right?
Right. Dan, don't watch Mewtwo Strikes Back.
Listen, they all just consecutively had heart attacks and passed out. They didn't die, but they passed out.
They whited out.
He was so scary, they all fainted.
Whited out. Oh, God. The kid-friendly version.
No, he's like, he did an explosion. It's like, no, our sleeping gas.
You know, I give 4Kids flack for a lot of things. At least they didn't try to put that in. Mewtwo has just as big a body count in the dub as he does in the original version.
Oh, yeah. So, you mentioned that in Heart Gold, Silver drops his name card.
Hello, my name is Silver.
Yeah. In the manga, when the police officer questions Gold what he looks like, Gold describes him, but gives them all like really stupid features, like giant eyes, puffy lips, like crazy bushy angry eyebrows, and just like looks nothing like how Silver actually looks, because he's like, if anyone's gonna catch him, it's gonna be me.
Yeah, he looked like he wandered into a nest of bee drills.
Yeah, like he just looks totally weird. It's like, wow. And then Trainer Josie calls him out on it, and he's like, you just lied to the police. Why did you do that? Because I saw the guy's face. He's like, because he's my rival now.
Looks like you and he aren't so different.
Yeah.
Both criminals. Oh yeah, I think this is the first ever mandatory Pokemon catching tutorial of the series.
Oh yeah, say hi to Keanu Reeves, everyone.
My God.
Because this guy's just name is Dude.
Fucking thumb-headed dude.
Whoa. Oh yeah, he's got Marcel hands.
Oh wow. Okay, I just noticed this. Does it bother anybody else that the sprite doesn't extend to the, like, all the way to the top of the window?
Yeah.
Like, why is there space there? Oh, I guess maybe the white is part of the border.
Yeah, I think it is. There's like a line of pixels there to distinguish between the sprites.
Disregard, folks.
Yeah. Well, yeah, get ready for a lot more skipped battles. I'm only going to show new Pokemon and Pokemon that I want to catch.
Uh-huh. Yeah, there's so many... You can catch Pokemon now. It's a good thing there's so many Pokemon in this area that are worth catching.
Yeah. Hey, Cintran's not bad. What are you talking about?
He's not bad to load up with HMs, if that's what you're saying.
That's true. Unfortunately, we won't have Cintret for an HM sled, but we may have a Swiss Army Paris later.
Ooh.
I do not remember what I call it.
Actually, I don't think... Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe Cintret appears at nighttime.
No, he's a morning only boy. I'm pretty sure. Morning and like a little bit in the day. Oh yeah, what's your favorite palette to play in? Since there are 3.
Probably for me, nighttime. I just like, I don't know. I like the glow of the windows against like the darker backdrop, but it's a very pleasing kind of like lavender overlay. Yeah, it's nighttime for me. Plus, it's just very novel because, like, I guess I just assumed that everything in Gen 1 took place during the daytime, so it's a nice
Archimedes? That was an awful medic impression.
Sorry.
Say hi to our flying machine, Archimedes.
I was too busy. Trying to be all earnest over here with my Pokemon takes. I missed that dank Sword in the Stone reference, you mad lad.
Oh, that's the reference.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
You forgot about Archimedes?
Yeah.
Archimedes?
I thought of Meet the Medic instead.
Oh. Well, Dan, I guess that highlights the difference between you and I.
He's got like a dove or something named Archimedes.
Oh,
it's always birds. What the hell?
I'm sure there's some... I'm sure the origin of the name Archimedes has something to do with birds.
Oh my god, it's a shiny Spinnerack. Wait, no, it's not. They just screwed up the color palette.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Was that only in the North American version of the game that they did that?
I think it was only in Gold and Silver, but I think it does hold true, like, internationally. Like, in Japan, it's the same problem. There were actually a lot of Pokemon that had messed up color palettes in Gen 2. Because this was the first one that had, like, model-accurate colors for Pokemon, at least on paper. Just because, you know, taking advantage of the features of the Game Boy Color, they were actually able to do that. But it wasn't until Crystal that they got it to be reasonably accurate for every Pokemon. Because I think Sneasel is kind of messed up in this version, where they made it, like blue instead of... Like, its feathers, like baby blue instead of red. It's weird.
His fur is just dirt brown in this game. He looks more weasel than like a dark type.
Charlotte.
I thought you were gonna name him Charmander.
Same.
Sorry, her.
I would went like Spooter or something, or
Go Zapdos.
Peter Parker.
Oh my god.
I would have named it something funny like Charmander.
Mr. Aziz.
It's like those pictures you see online. where it's like a picture, it's like a Gen 3 picture of a Pokemon game, but like everything's wrong. Like the name doesn't match the model, the tack doesn't match the animation.
If I trick room these pizzas, Mr. Disease will flip out.
God, it wouldn't be
Also-
a Gen 2 playthrough without youngster Joey, though, would it?
Also the legend, youngster Joey.
His Rattatas are the top percentage of
Boy, can you see how he withstood those 2 hits? What a absolute unit.
Because I know you can register his phone. You can register a lot of. That's one of the big features we didn't talk too much about last time.
Yeah.
Was the addition of the cell phone in this game, the Pokénav?
Yeah, it ain't just
Or
for
whatever
calling
it's
your
called.
mom. Trainers will, if you talk to them after defeating them in battle.
Yeah, just for calling your mom to get your tax returned from her.
Yeah. I mean, I don't do that.
You've been doing what with my Pokédollars?
Because it sends like a portion of your Pokédollars to your mom.
Yeah, you have the option to do that. Well, the reason that was in place was because this was one of the early gens of Pokemon where you lose half of your money upon game over.
Yeah.
Whereas I think starting with Ruby and Sapphire, you only lose like a percentage.
I didn't know it was half. I thought it was always like either a percent or just like a set amount.
Well, it is a percent. 50.
Well, a small percent.
Uh-huh.
You can't give me crap for that when you just said that it's not 50 in the later games.
Hey
it's just
man,
a
I
percentage.
can and did.
Oh my god.
Touche.
So yeah,
That doesn't mean it was right, but I did.
So we have to fight all these like very like these are babies' first trainers on this route. These are, I mean, quite literally the youngster Joeys. Like this is where they start. Like,
Hey, at least it's not as bad as Black and White, where you're fighting a bunch of preschoolers.
Oh yeah.
You are
yeah.
There's literally a trainer class in Unova called Preschooler.
yeah, and you
Isn't
fight
there
them.
a bit in Sun and Moon where
Yep.
you have to like fight kids at a school
Yeah,
playground too?
in the trainer school. Yeah, there's preschoolers in Alola as well.
I love how you just take their money when you beat them up.
I like that Spinarak's butt just look like.
It looks like a face. I guess it's the whole like what is like the Arbok thing? Like they have those colors to like spook people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a naturally occurring phenomena with like some like species of butterfly, isn't it? With like they have like big eyeballs on their wingtips to
Yeah.
frighten potential predators.
Well, there's a
Arbok
spider.
has
The Dawn.
has like eyes on its hood that make it look like a scary face to scare away predators or
Yeah.
just people. And Spinarak has a face on its abdomen that makes other animals uncomfortable and want to leave.
It's like a naturally occurring tramp stamp.
That's
You know
one way
what?
to put it.
I just thought of something.
Tarantula stamp.
Yeah, sure. So it's starting in Gen 5, I think they introduced the ability Unnerve, which makes your opponent unable to like use the berry it's holding. And I think Spinarak is one of the Pokemon that has that ability. So I guess maybe there's more to what you're saying, Dan, than I mean, it took them a few generations, but they picked up on it.
Doesn't Joltik also have that ability?
Yeah, pretty sure. I might be thinking of Joltik and Galvantula.
Yeah.
The best spider Pokemon of them all, without question.
What, you don't like Sun and Moon's premier bug Pokemon Dewpider?
But what about the Joltik of Let's Plays?
Oh my god. We're not dragging that poor man's name through the mud. Wherever you are, Electrical Beast, bless you. You absolute legend.
How dark
you
is
got-
the Dark Cave?
Well,
Let's find out.
We're about to find out. Did you guys bring a flashlight? So we're about to get lost in this game.
Oh no, Trey.
I've played this.
Don't make me scrub
game,
through the
like,
video.
For someone who's played this game like basically like once a year for the last like 20 years.
Geodude looks like you just trespassed on his property and he's coming after you.
Yeah, just put like a broom in his hand.
Yeah. I'll kill him. I'll kill that little rat.
Looks like he's like an old man shaking his fist.
Yeah. Old man yells at Cyndaquil.
Get off my lawn, Sprout!
Get off my dark cave.
So he's not the only thing.
Don't go in my basement either.
So what I'm looking for here, I'm not going for Geodude despite how good he is early game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for Zubats.
Oh boy, are you doing what I think you're doing, Trey?
No.
Oh.
Unfortunately, my mind went like 50 different paths when I started playing this playthrough for some reason. So I'm like, oh, maybe I'll pick this up. Maybe I'll pick this up. A lot of those threads don't pan out, and I stick with a much more stable team.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because I'm like, Crobat is such a good Pokemon.
Yeah. Oh boy, here we go.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
some Gen 2 music. This is cool.
Yeah, this is the first of many.
Shinji Miyazaki once again graces us with his presence.
At least it's not the Bulk and Skull theme.
Yeah.
I'll never recover from getting shit for that song, will I?
I'm pretty sure. Actually, this is one of the songs that came out on the Volume 2 CD set that didn't have actual like track names, and instead they were just like the production names, where it's like 1999 to 2001 M08 or whatever. It's like, yeah, that's fun to navigate for this product that I spent money on. Thanks, Pokemon Company.
They didn't name the tracks?
No, there's no official names for most of the music from the anime.
You know, this really is just an encapsulation of how the random encounters often feel in these kind of games, where it's like, all right, I want to catch a Zubat, I want to encounter a Zubat, and now is like when you just can't find them anywhere.
Mm-hmm. It's like,
any other playthrough, they're going to be like swarming you constantly.
Yeah, I didn't think of that, but you're right. They are the most common assailant if you ever go into a cave in a Pokemon game. To put it in the most obtuse way possible. They're, as I alluded to, when I play Gen 2, I like to pick up a Zubat and evolve it into a Crobat for my team. But unfortunately, if you get Zubat this early,
don't know how to spell
you're going to be in for a tough time, because I think until like level 8, all Zubat really has to work with is Leech Life.
It's so weak.
Which is horrendous.
Was it like a 20
Bruce
power?
a reference to?
Bruce Wayne.
Batman.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed you didn't name him Brobat.
Brobat. Oh my god, it's Brobat!
Did I ever tell you what our friend Rob named his what is Mudkip's final evolution?
Swampert?
Swampert in Omega Ruby. He named it Brosidon because it has a manga in that game. I never recovered from that name. Every time me and him play a game, I'm just like, what water Pokemon are we gonna name Brosidon this playthrough?
I mean, that's pretty good, but I don't know if it can hold a candle to my best Pokemon nickname of all time for Vanillux, which I picked up at the last minute in my Pokemon White 2 playthrough and nicknamed Scooperfluous.
That's a better name.
Because he didn't really contribute to the team.
That's like a clever Joe name, as opposed to the rest of us that like just name our Pokemon like a meme or a reference to something.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. The other 5 Pokemon I had on my team were all like low effort memes and references. That was the one quality nickname I was able to come up with.
I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, the first Pokemon I ever had, which was a Charmander in Fire Red, I just named Orange Guy.
I like the orange one.
Because I figure, you know what, he's going to evolve, but he'll always be orange.
I think the next time I play, you just reminded me, the next time I play Gen 4, if I catch a Bidoof to be my HM buddy, I want to name him Spud.
Oh.
He always kind of looked like a potato to me.
Dude, actually, so I know you guys are fans of the other starters, but my favorite has always been Chikorita in this gen, because it just looks like a cute little potato with legs, and I love it.
Yeah.
Hey man, Bayloof's pretty cool.
I have no idea what its stats are, but I love the little potato mon.
Bad. But I would say that the I like all of the initial starter designs of Johto. Oh, yeah. But I would say that I'm not really in love with any of the final forms.
I feel like Feraligatr is the standout. of the three.
I mean,
I think Chikorita's evolutions are it just gets longer.
Yeah,
It gets a flower around its neck on the final one.
Like Bayleaf is pretty cool, but Meganium, I don't know. Like Bayleaf kind of has like it's like a slick design. It's kind of got like an edge to it. But Meganium just, I don't know, it's just kind of this derpy like dinosaur thing. I don't know, it just doesn't do it for me. Well, it doesn't help that like from a utility perspective, all three of the final forms of the starters are monotype and don't really have any super unique stats or moves they get access to, so
Yeah, I think
there's just better options in pretty much every case, unfortunately.
Yeah. So Dan, when you mentioned Chikorita being incredibly charming, for some of the thumbnails, some Inside Baseball, some of my ideas are probably going to be Chikorita's silly faces from the manga.
Oh god.
Because Chikorita is like the underdog of Crystal's team in that game, or in that
That sounds
series.
about right.
Yeah.
But she's like all heart, and she has some of the best moments in the manga. So some of those faces, the public will probably be seeing.
Widow's looking right at
of
me.
all the
Oh, not anymore.
of all the starters
It was a
in
cry for
this
help.
gen, I think Chikorita's the only one that actually has like a face that can like do a full range of emotions.
Yeah. Because you got like Big Jaw McGee with Totodile, and you got like
What has the most human face? Or humanoid, I
Yeah.
guess.
You got like you got Flamio with just like perpetually closed eyes and a snoot with like
Take a closer
Usually
look at
hidden
that
mouth.
snout.
he was born yesterday, guys. He can't open his eyes yet.
And Totodile is just happy all the time. He's always dancing.
Yes. So we managed to avoid Dark Cave. We survived the cave.
He didn't. He got stuck in there for minutes at a time.
Oh, it's truly a cave of ordeals.
Yes.
It really was. But there is one more thing that I have to get before going into, what is this, Violet City? Violetburg?
Yeah, that's
Violet
Bellsprout
Town.
swoosing on into your DMs.
just moonwalking over to
my
his
God.
little square.
So, that reminds me, 'cause I'm just going to be talking about the manga for like 8 weeks. In the manga, Bellsprout is like, since you go to the Sprout Tower, they're all like trained just like the monks. So they're actually incredibly like fast. And they have like ninja moves.
Disciplined.
And like, Gold just straight up doesn't know how to fight them.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that sounds like a Pokemon arc.
Come to think of it, one of the trainers that Ash battled in the Indigo League conference at the end of the Kanto arc of the anime was a trainer who had, like, her ace was a Bellsprout, but it was like the most badass Bellsprout you've ever seen. It was basically that, where it knew all this like kung fu and whatnot. And I think the only way he was able to defeat it was basically just by having Muck like smother it to death.
Oh god.
Jeez.
Well, not to death, you know. We don't kill
Ash
Pokemon, we
picks
make
it
them
up.
faint.
This ain't the Pokemon Adventures manga or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, darker things happen in that manga.
Pokemon are just getting sliced in two left and right.
Yeah.
It's like Mortal Kombat, but with Pokemon.
Sign me up.
Pokken Combat.
Wasn't there like an anime about that? Like it was just like Pokemon but more adult. What was it? It was like, what was it called? Narutaru, something like that.
I have
no idea.
no idea.
Can't tell if joke.
Trade.
Trade me. Trade
He'll
me.
never-
Oh, I know what you're doing.
Oh boy.
My
Gotta get our
dog!
Sonics.
It's time for Rocky's Modern Life.
Yeah.
Eventually.
I feel like I almost always pick him up, just so I have
Okay.
someone who can use Rock Smash later. If I go through like Mount Mortar.
Look at the guards just like, what are you doing? Go visit Sprout Tower. It's not in here. Get out there. I saw you come back in.
Honestly, I think this game as a whole just has my favorite soundtrack in the series.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we can talk
that's-
about. I have a lot to say about the soundtrack, but we can get into that in we can get into that in the next episode, as I sense we're drawing close to the end of this one.
Yeah, well, see, I'm glad you guys mentioned that, because that's I do that several times in this playthrough, because there's some real good songs. I cannot wait till we get to Critique City.
Yeah.
That is god tier Pokemon music for me. But until then, enjoy Violet City, and we will probably see you guys next time.
Probably. What do you know?
We
click on episode 2 and it's just like a
join us
rickroll.
next time to see if there will be a next time.
Yes, we may go to Sprout Tower. It's a possibility.
I don't want to go to Sprout Tower.
See you next time, potentially.
Roll the dice. We'll see you then.
Bye-bye.